Hi guys, and welcome to a very exciting video. The latest DLC, the Hunter and the Beast trailer, is now out for Total War Warhammer 2. I believe the actual DLC drops on September the 11th. We'll check that at the end. But this is going to be my initial reaction and review, of the new units. We'll watch the little trailer, then break down some of the units afterwards and see what you guys think. Now, I have seen the first 20 seconds of this trailer already with my housemate. I stopped it and I thought, you know what, I need to actually watch this and share this with everyone. So let's see how it goes. So it is, of course, between Lizardman and High.
I'm going as fast as I can! We close the operating temple now!
Hey, you always forget that. I believe that is a dreaded sword. I'm saying it wrong. It's the daddy of all the true slamming into wall. But that thing is huge. It's going to cost so much.
What's taking them so long?
There's been loads of hints. There's been the Huntman, so it's going to be. Ooh, telling us some archer here. Himself as an archer lord, trying to get that out of Oh yes, Rotodons! I've been asking for Rotodons. Like a big dog arm. Gotta be Nakai, surely. Nakai the Wanderer. So cool, though. He likes to walk that right there is hype. That is very cool indeed. Yep, September the 11th it is dropping. That is very exciting. So let's get a little look at these units. Initial reaction. Super cool. I'm a Lizardman fan myself, so this is perfect. I'm very surprised we got the Lizardmen. They had a DLC not that long ago at all, with the Prophet and the Warlock. I assumed it was going to be Beastmen kind of the Empire when I saw that the Empire were teased, but let's have a look at the units and whatnot. So overall, super excited. Let's see. This is only going to be £6.29 as well, 10% off if you get it promo, which I will most certainly be doing. The Hunter and the Beast. So let's have a little look. So two richly themed new lords, of course. So Marcus Wolfhart, that's his name. Let's try to remember. Wolfhart leads the Hunts Martial Expedition. That's a very cool way of sneaking Empire into the new map as well. Going on some of those expeditions into Lastria. I'd like to see some Bretonians as well. It'd be quite nice. And Nakai the Wanderer leads the Spirit of the Jungle. Okay, that is very awesome. So we're not going to go through the background stuff or the campaign mechanics. I'm sure loads of people are making videos on this. We're going to mainly focus on multiplayer because that is what our channel is mainly based on. But I'm assuming there's going to be some really cool new stuff to try out that I'm definitely going to be doing with both of these guys on campaign. And on launch, I may even live stream a... oh god, I've already forgotten his name. Nakai campaign, because come on, it's Nakai. So that is very cool. So let's just go down. We'll check out the new units and see what it's about. So Marcus Wolfhart is going to be the new leader. In battle, Wolfhart is a ranged combatant with a powerful armor-piercing bow, which deals bonus damage to large targets, coupled with Vanguard, Stalk, and a 360-degree fire of arc, and immune to psychology, which makes sense. He hunts down monsters, so I like that. Well-deserved reputation as the ultimate monster hunter. Okay. I like the sound of him. He sounds like a hardcore Aleph Nar. He's going to be shooting from long range, but the anti-large is really going to help actually kind of shut down some of those big nasty monsters. That's quite a nice tool for the Empire. I mean, they already have a lot of range tools of taking down big monsters, but it's pretty cool and it's very well themed. I really like the fact he's immune to psychology. Of course, hunting monsters this entire time. He's going to be naturally used to dealing with them. And in keeping with his reputation, Marcus Wolfhart has significant ambush defense and ambush success chance, of course, and large upkeep reductions for huntsmen and archers. Okay, that's very cool. Looks like you can also get a Huntsman General. I'm assuming it's just going to be a watered-down Wolfhart. So yeah, it looks like he does a similar situation. And apparently arrow capabilities mean he synergizes well with a Bright Wizard. That'd be interesting. Okay, overall that's pretty cool. It's just a new type of Lord for the Empire. They've already got quite a few different little things they can do with the Wizards. So it's nice to see their Lords brought up to have a kind of like a little Scout Wizard. Not Scout Wizard, a Scout Lord. So it looks like they've got some archers as well. The backbone of Wolfhart's hunting parties. These Imperial archers are inexpensive, plentiful, quick to fire, and a greater soak in enemy formations with ranged damage. Their loose formation enables them to trade fire with other ranged units at a profit. Okay, I'm assuming they're going to be coming in like Bretonian peasant bowmen. They're going to be quite cheap, cheerful, do a little bit of damage. Probably less than the crossbowmen, but there's going to be more of them. They're cheaper, maybe even longer range. Death Jack's archers. That is a badass name for Regiment Renowned unit. These elite archers also have Stalk, Snipe, and Vanguard deployment. That's going to give some cool utility to the Empire they don't currently have, actually. I really like that. Enables them to strike fast, strike first, and remain hidden from view. If well screened, they can continue to fire without fear of discovery or ranged retaliation. I quite like this unit overall. I mean, plus the name's badass. Let's see what else. They've got Huntsman. Only the finest archers ascend to the rank of Huntsman. Well drilled and versatile, they have Vanguard deployment and Stalk. Okay, these are some pretty cool, like, different ways of playing with the Empire they're bringing in. Can fire while moving, have a greater range than standard archers, enjoy a degree of accuracy, and deal bonus damage to large targets. So they fit in quite nicely thematically with Wolfheart himself. Now, the White Wolves, these are, I'm assuming, going to be his personal bodyguard or chosen kind of hunters. Few face the White Wolves and live to tell of it. These elite huntsmen match their bow skills with ruthless melee capabilities, granting them a useful hybrid role. Okay, that's pretty damn cool. Alongside the hunter attributes, they also encourage nearby friendlies and are immune to psychology. Okay, these guys, they're like the even more watered down version of the huntsman general, I suppose, which is cool. Having working those two together going to work kind of like Shadow Warriors do with Aleph and Nar. So quite like that. Plus the immune psychology really does make a lot of sense. War wagons. So this is what we saw. I wasn't sure what to call it. I was like the little wagony thing. I believe war wagons were a thing for Kislev back in the day, but we'll have a little look. So war wagon. These mobile armoured wagons are packed with 6 riflemen, each armed with an armour-piercing outrider rifle. Slower than standard missile cav, but far more resilient. They can fire while moving and in all directions. That's quite nice. And reposition to place their fusillade precisely where required. In a pinch, they can also be used as chariots and charge into lighter or weakened enemy units. That is awesome. Some real added kind of utility to skirmish cav, but you can also, if they send out, skink skirmishes and whatnot, just to fend you off, you can just, bam, pound straight into that front line and break those guys quite simply. So you also have a mortar variety. These mobile artillery pieces can carry less ammo than standard mortars, but more than make up for it by being able to stay one step ahead of melee combatants. That's quite useful. Repositioning when threatened to set up a new base of fire and bombard the foe afresh. Now, it doesn't say they can fire and move at the same time. If they could, that'd be super powerful. Looks like we do have a regiment renowned again. The Black Lions War Wagon Hellblaster Volley Gun. That is crazily dope. That is super cool. The ultimate unit in Expedition and the Expedition's armory. The Black Lion is a devastating mobile light artillery piece. While shorter range than a standard Hellblast volley gun, it can pump rounds into approaching troops until the last second, then reposition to avoid getting caught in melee. That is fantastic. I really hope that that makes Hellblasters kind of viable. Like, that sounds like a really kind of badass idea, like a little movable mini gun. That's very cool. And over to the main guy, the guy I'm here to see personally. I am a big fan of the Lizardmen. I used to play them on tabletop, and they're my main faction in Total Warhammer. I don't know if I'm best with them. It's between them and High Elves for me, I think. Maybe even the Dowie, but these guys are super fun. It looks like they're going to be a Horde as well on the campaign map, and they have new Horde mechanics, which is very good, because the old ones, I think, are a little bit janky, and I don't think work the best. But as I said before, we're going to ignore most of this stuff for now. Feel free to, it's just on the Steam webpage. Just come over and check it out if you are interested in campaign, but just for the sake of making this video a little bit shorter than it would be, we're mainly just going to be going over the multiplayer aspects. So let's go down to new units and characters. So Nakai the Wanderer, I'm super excited. I was either going to be him, if it was Lizardmen, it was going to be him or, oh my god, I forgot his name. The gigantic Saurus with the big shield, Gorok, who's an awesome guy. But looks like we're getting Nakai instead, which is still very badass, Nakai the Wanderer. So with high armor, health, melee attack, and weapon strength, Nakai is a powerful brawler, hell yes. Well suited to extended melee, he also grants bonus melee defense too, and reduces the recruitment and upkeep cost of Crocscore and Sacred Crocscore, so we're getting 2 new versions. Oh no, just Crocscore and Sacred, okay. In his armor. I'm assuming Sacred were the ones with those like golden fins around their hands we saw earlier in the trailer. Nakai also has a number of new support abilities in battle, further cementing his role as the centerpiece of battle. Miasma of Despair, Speed, Vigor, and Leadership Area Effect debuff. That's super useful because I'm assuming he's going to cause terror, or at least a lot of his new units are. And Vigor is actually really key. A lot of people don't notice how key Vigor can be. Primal Roar increases Nakai's physical resistance and melee attack and grants Rampage to allies. That is gangster. So physical resistance is fantastic and melee attack. And Rampage is normally something you try and avoid, but it grants Rampage to allies, making them go into a big old blood frenzy for a Primal Roar. That is thematically very cool. Golden Tributes, perfect vigor for all allies in range. That accompanied up with Miasma of Despair is going to be super useful. Late game, if this guy is kicking around, Perfect Vigor makes a massive difference, especially if you're reducing the vigor of anyone nearby. Overall, looks like he's going to be just an absolute tank you chuck into the front line and use him as a wrecking ball. He's a powerful brawler. Okay, very excited to use him. I don't know what his magic weapons are going to be. It did look like he had a big stave or club of some description in the trailer. I believe it's Gorok who has the mace which magically moves to hit the enemy, so it's not going to be that, but still looks like a badass overall. So new units, we are getting Ancient Croxagor, which is... No, it said Sacred Croxagor up here. Okay, maybe we are getting multiple units. We have Ancient Croxagor. These well-armoured, hard-hitting anti-infantry specialists are cast in the mould of Nakai himself and well-suited to extended melee engagements. Oh, maybe these are... Are these heroes? Or lords? Can you get Croxagor lords? That is very cool. That could be true, because that's just where those hunter lords were kept as well in the list. So maybe you can use the Ancient Croxagor as a lord. Not the most intelligent lord, I'm sure, but basically a watered down Nakai, which should be pretty good. Now, this is what we've all come to see. A Feral Dread Saurian. If you thought Carnosaurs, the apex predator of Lustria, think again. With breathtaking weapon damage and high armor, these towering walls of teeth and fury are versatile, elite killing melee bear moths. And are subject to rampage. Of course they're subject to rampage. They look... I'm so excited to use these guys. They're probably going to cost like half your army. I do not care. I will bring 2 if I can. They look like they're going to be absolutely big old masses, bulldozers of flesh and teeth. It's going to tear apart the enemy. I'm assuming when playing Lizardmen, a ton of people are going to run anti-large now, so it's probably going to be best to actually mix up and go a bit old school. However, I really want to try those out. Looks like we do have another variety. Dread Saurian with a Howdah. Somewhat tamer than their feral cousins, though no less capable, these titanic beasts are ridden in battle by skink skirmishers. Those are some very brave skinks. And do not rampage. Okay, that's going to bring a lot of utility. Combining their terrifying melee power with 4 giant blowpipes, 4, and 8 skinks hurling poison javelins is the ultimate multi-role unit. That is going to be very big. I believe Ancient Stegodons have 2, and they alone can kind of fend off Skirmish Cav quite nicely. So 4 giant blowpipes is really going to push back, Marauder Horsemen and those type of skirmishers. The Shredder of Lustria, Dreaded Sauron Howdah, Regiment of Renowned. This is the first that I'm going to use. It's going to be crazy. With rank 9 stats, Encourage, that's going to be quite good, and a passive Hex Aura reducing nearby enemy leadership, the Shredder of Lustria is truly a 1-unit army and comes with a price tag to match. Jesus, so it's going to be this huge, terrifying monster charging through your lines and making everyone around it want to run away by reducing their leadership. That is going to be one badass, powerful unit. Of course, we've seen some of the Empire units have immune psychology, but that is pretty crazy. But it's a 1-unit army and comes with a price tag to match. I want to see in the chat just down below or in the comment section, how much do you think the Shredder of Lustria is going to cost in multiplayer? It's going to be crazy. I mean, they've made a point of making the price tag, but I reckon it's going to be one of the biggest units in the game, one of the most powerful units in the game, but obviously a big risk because it's so much money and they could just bring loads of cannons and nasty stuff to shoot it down. So we do have Sacred Croxagor. These versatile and hard-hitting monstrous infantry are great all-rounders with high weapon strength and magic attacks. Yeah, they must be the ones with those cool, not golden knuckle dusters. They were kind of braces, like van braces, that we saw earlier. Where was I? With high weapon strength and magic attacks, they can plow through against a greater variety of foes than standard Croxagor. I mean, not that the Lizardmen need anything to help take on vampire counts and so forth, but these guys with the adjunct magic attacks are going to be super useful. Cohort of Hualtal, I'm going to say. Sacred Croxagor Regiment Renowned, very cool. The cohort is a top-tier monstrous infantry unit, building on the Sacred Croxagor's capabilities with additional armor sundering. Hell yes, these guys are going to be the bane of Dowie. And bonus physical resistance. They synergize well in the field of skinks and Saurosaurs. Yeah, just overlapping those on top of some skinks will work really well. And this is, I spied them in the trailer. This is what I'm most excited about, simply because I love how they look. And I used to hit them on tabletop. They weren't the best, but they're very cool. Raised on hunting packs. Filling the air with deadly grape shot style volleys of armor piercing fire. Raised on hunting packs are potent and mobile armored infantry hunters. It looks like there's also the Amaxon Barbs, which is a Regiment Renowned version, dealing poison damage and heavily scaled to enhance missile resistance. These Razordons are pinpoint shooters and make top-notch skirmishers. They sound very cool. They could be able to deal with Cav as well if they come at them with their armor piercing, because Cav often chases down skirmishers. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm super excited to see Razor hunting packs. Hopefully work in the same style as the Gatling gunners do for Skaven. The closer the enemy gets, the more shots will hit and more damage they will do. There's this really cool thing on tabletop when the enemy charged them. They basically fully spasmed and all their darts shot off all at once and it did like a ridiculous amount of damage. So I think there should be big consequences for trying to hunt these and charge these guys down. For more information on free LC and other frequently asked questions. Yes, so there is going to be the free stuff coming, I believe, to the Total War Warhammer 1. There's always an update with these things as well. And there'll be a free Legendary Lord. Let's see if it says here. 2 Legendary Lords. When it will be released the 11th, you get a 10% discount if you do it in advance. Okay, it doesn't seem to say anywhere yet of the free Legendary Lord we're going to be getting. If I have to guess, I'm going to say it's... I want it to be Gorok really badly. If it's Gorok, I'm going to be super happy, man. Can't see anywhere, but I may just be passing through. Who knows? But let's get back onto the trailer and play that on mute in the background. So, we'll load that up. Boom. So overall, super excited. Yeah, it could be Gorok for the next Legendary Lord. I would kind of like it to be the Wood Elf Sisters, but I can't see that with how this has been themed, you know, monsters versus the hunters, which is a very cool way of managing to sneak the Empire into the New World and have them as kind of a big presence. That just, look at that thing. Look how crazy it looks. Man, they're going to be super exciting to use. Looks like it's a little bit quicker there as well than the little moving fortress. I've already forgotten their names for that. But they look pretty cool as well. I'm not a big Empire player, however, I think they've got a load of variety in this DLC. I think they've done pretty damn good from it. Their Lord looks cool, adds a little bit of change, especially the new Lords they get kind of working in a scouting Alathanar type role. Not sure how competitive they'll be, but they'll certainly be very cool to try on the campaign map and interesting to bring it into multiplayer. The archers are a nice add as well. The archers and the Vanguard archers and all the hunters and whatnot make quite a nice little mix up and can change the way Empire plays slightly as well. Plus, I've already forgotten the names of them. The little moving, like the war cart type things. War wagons, there we go. The war wagons look incredibly cool. They're the thing I'm most excited to be using, I think, in this for the Empire release. And Lizardmen, we are being treated as Lizardman players. We just had the Prophet versus the Warlock situation, which gave Lizardman so much variety. There's so many ways to play Lizardman at the moment. There's definitely, you know, people like Wood Elves, Beastmen, who I think, and Empire, who themselves did need a little bit more love than the Lizardmen. However, I cannot complain. We're getting Razordons, which are amazing. Oh, don't want to go on to that. Nope, opened up a different video. Let's just go to over here. Cool, so we have Razordons, which is amazing. Let's come down to the Lizardmen so I can go through. I don't want to forget anything. The Dread Saurian, I'm so excited to use. The Shredder of Lustria is going to be all over the place. So what I'm probably going to try and do on the day of release, I'm going to probably try and live stream maybe the start of a campaign using this good boy here, Nakar the Wanderer, because I'll definitely probably do the Lizardman one first, and I'll probably do a couple of battles as well, just against subscribers and whatnot. Anyone who wants to hop on the stream and fight me, I'll be happy to try out some of these new units, and I may even do some testing as well, just to see how powerful these things are. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Let me know down below what you're most excited to use, how much you think the Shredder of Lustria is going to cost as well. I think it could be a crazy amount, and I'll keep you posted. If this is your first time checking out my channel, please do leave a like, or if you've seen it multiple times, also please leave a like, that'd be great. And feel free to subscribe. You'll be getting more multiplayer battles, hopefully some tomorrow. I tend to live stream once a week, although I couldn't do it this week, unfortunately, because of other writing commitments. And if you do want to support the channel, there is a Patreon just below in the description, and all that money at the moment goes towards DLCs. I do build up my roster. I believe I just have the Grim in the Grave to go, and the Vampirates, but obviously this will be coming out as well, but I'm going to be pre-ordering this very, very soon. I'm just super excited as a Lizardman player. So yeah, what are you guys most looking forward to? Let me know, and until then, peace guys, stay awesome.